Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? I am Bryce, back again with another game from the Modern Monday tournament at Tapstar Games in Westminster, South Carolina. As always, there'll be a link to their website in the description of this video. We're going to be looking at a game of Nauseam versus Devoted Druid combo, and we're going to be seeing the players roll to see who goes first. Looks like Adnaz will be on the play, Devoted Druid will be on the draw. This is a really weird matchup. They're both kind of combo decks, and I feel like it's favored in the Devoted Druid's, side of the, I feel like Devoted Druid is favored. And I don't know how other people feel about it. It's a really weird matchup. But we're gonna see the Adnaz player drop a Darkslick Source Serum Visions. We're gonna see the Devoted Druid player drop a Once Upon a Time and shock in a Temple Garden. Once Upon a Time being a really good card. Getting the Vizier, one half of the Devoted Druid combo already going to the Devoted Druid combo's hand. I'm gonna see a Giver Runes dropped. Moving to turn 2 for Adnaz. We see him draw an Adnaz and play a Prism for 2. Nice. So this is looking like a turn 4 combo for the Adnaz. So a clock is on. We do see a Druid come down from the Devoted Druid combo player. We know he has a Vizier in hand. We see the Unlife come down. And we're probably going to be looking at a Infinite Mana combo coming from the Devoted Druid combo this turn. More than likely. It doesn't look like much can happen from the side of Adnaz, especially main board. So that's a lot of mana being made. The Devoted Druid says untap, put a -1 counter on the Devoted Druid. Vizier says counters can't be put on any of your creatures minus counters. We're going to see that untap and tap and untap and tap. Make a bunch of mana. We're going to see an Angel's Grace from the Adnaz player and a Court of Calling come out from the Devoted Druid player. I'm sorry, a lot of things are happening right now. I'm trying to keep up with everything. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job. We're seeing him Kojr for what is more or less infinite. Getting a Stoneforge and a Viridian Longbow. Yeah, that is a good combo. Using the infinite mana to attach the Devoted Druid. Stopping the Adnaz player in his upkeep and infinitely tapping the Devoted Druid and untapping with the Viridian Longbow to deal an infinite amount of damage. And since the Viridian Longbow only does 1 damage at a time, the Unlife does not stop the, so like when you swing with a 20/20 to a player who has 10 health and an Unlife on the table, it puts that character or that player at -10 with no infect. But since Viridian Longbow only does 1 damage at a time, it allows the infect to take effect. So we're looking at sideboards. Looks like the Nauseam player is bringing in quite a few cards, with a Devoted Druid combo player bringing in 4, I think. Yes, 4 cards. That was a very quick game of Magic. Both of these very linear combo decks. Just really whoever gets their combo off first wins. With Devoted Druid normally being about a turn faster than Adnaz, like a lot of combo decks in the format. Seeing our players, or seeing the Devoted Druid player shuffle their deck and get it ready to present to the Nauseam player. This is as playing this matchup is really weird for me. It's I have my sideboard very tailored for the combo matchups, specifically Devoted Druid and Storm. Where I'm running like Fatal Pushes, I'm running Silences, things to try my best to keep myself from dying a turn early to the faster combo decks. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see how it goes in this matchup. We're gonna see Nauseam on the play, and looks like they're both drawing their hands at the moment. Just waiting to see who decides to keep. Looks like Ad Nauseam is keeping the hand. Devoted Druid is choosing if they want to keep or pitch. Sounds like Devoted Druid is keeping. Lotus Bloom suspended turn 1 and a Scryland from the Ad Nauseam player. Moving to, he's putting it on bottom, and we're moving to the Devoted Druid player's turn. Drops a Wooded Foothills into... that is such a good card in this matchup. Being able to name Lightning Storm to keep your opponent from being able to deal damage to you is real strong. Draw Scry 2. Looks like he's putting a Serum Visions to the top, putting another card to the bottom. And he's passing the turn. Devoted Druid. Showing their deck to be cut. Adna is just tapping on the top of it. It's like Giver of Runes coming down from the Devoted Druid combo player. Missing a land drop feels bad, but that is not a bad 2 cards to have on the field at any point. Just being able to protect that protection from red sack card. Oh, it's so strong. So strong. Looks like our Adna's player does have a push and a Slaughter Pack in hand, dropping a land and passing. After the Serum Visions, we're going to see the Devoted Druid combo player swing 1. And pass. This game's going really slow from both players. Devoted Druid combo has missed 2 land drops at this point, putting it pretty far behind. It's like our Adna's player is going to draw for turn, play the Lotus Bloom, play a land tapped, tap 3 mana, untap 3 mana, and pass the turn. Probably thinking about playing that Unlife we see in his hand, but instead choosing to pass, probably holding up mana for the push, as well as being able to Slaughter Pack. Missing another land drop, discarding the Vizier, going to push the Giver of Runes. Trying to give the Burning Forge protect from black, and in response, Slaughter Packing Burning Forge. Untap. The Adna's player is going to put the pay mana from the Slaughter Pact onto the stack, Angel's Grace, and Adna's. And we're going to see the Ad Nauseam combo attempt to go off here. Devoted Druid is at 1 land though. Kind of a one-sided game, but either way, just keeping the making sure the Ad Nauseam player didn't sideboard out the Lightning Storm. Waiting for the win con to be shown before going to game 3. Just respectable. Definitely respectable. At this point, I'll go ahead and explain what they're explaining in the video, since volume will be muted. With Lightning Storm, when you cast it, you hold priority, and then you discard land, and it deals 3 damage times the number of land that you discard with it. Then it passes priority to your opponent, and they have a chance to discard a land to retarget it to retarget it to anything. And then you have the chance. And then it passes priority back to you. You have the chance to discard another land to retarget it. And it goes back and forth until one player runs out of lands, and whatever target it stops on is the target it gets. The Devoted Druid combo player was asking if he discarded a land and retargeted if both players took the damage, and it just ended up as a tie. But it completely retargets the spell. Only one player takes the damage, so whoever it ends on loses the game. Moving into game 3, looks like Devoted Druid combo will be on the play. We're going to see if either of the players choose to mulligan. So, players starting at 7. Looks like both players are going to keep. Devoted Druid is going to drop a Horizon Canopy, take 1 damage for the bird, and pass the turn. Suspending a Lotus Bloom. It looks like in our Adna's player's hand, we're looking for a Angel's Grace at the moment. We're going to see the Devoted Druid player go ahead, draw, crack their fetch, and play a Kitchen Finks. So only netting a loss of 1 life from the fetch shock combo. Lotus Bloom moving to 2 counters. We're going to see our Adnaz player drop another Scryland. Scry to top. Probably going to see a Serum Visions come out of our Adnaz player. Actually opting to Thoughtseize, which arguably is probably better. Choosing to take the Collected Company. Yeah, that could have been a bad next turn if that Collected Company was allowed to go off. Definitely in hindsight, probably the right play. Glad I'm not the worst player in the world. Swinging for 3. It's 15 to 18 at the moment. So, Plague Engineer. He'll be choosing Ape to hit the Simian Spirit Guide. When this happened, I thought it was hilarious. It's kind of a spites play in case that happens, but I feel like it's not the best, but it's definitely beautiful. The screen just shifted, and I thought my monitor was falling off my table, and it was not. And I about pooped my pants. That's a Scryland. Scrying to the bottom. Choosing the Serum Visions. Drawing a card. Scrying 2. Choosing top bottom. I think that was an Angel's Grace to the top, Simian Spirit Guide to bottom. Choosing to pass the turn. We're going to be seeing tapping the bird for green for the Devoted Druid. We're going to be seeing a Horizon Canopy cracked. And 5 damage coming to the face of the Ad Nauseam player, taking the Ad Nauseam player to 10. Pushing the Druid in the instep. Bloom being played. Angel's Grace into Ad Nauseam. And that is the boy. This is with the Devoted Druid combo player being at 1 land open. This is probably the game. 3 Spirit Guides. We got with the Lightning Storm from hand, holding priority to discard enough land to hit 21. And that is the Devoted Druid Ad Nauseam matchup. We're looking at the 2-1 in Ad Nauseam's favor, discarding the Dryad Arbor for the Spice. And it looks like that will be it. Ranger Captain of Eos in hand is a scary next turn from the Devoted Druid player, but sadly we will never see that turn. We're gonna hang around for a minute. We're gonna try to see if the 2 players show off their sideboard, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit, slightly, and we're gonna see Phyrexian Revoker coming in from the Devoted Druid combo player. That card coming in. I don't know the name of it, and I don't want to get it wrong. Having both of those out, that's kind of naming Jace, and then that's kind of strong. I know that I put in a Slaughter Pact, 2 Thoughtseizes, and 4 Fatal Pushes for this matchup. May have been an over sideboard, but I took out 4 Leylines for 4 of the slots, and then 3 other cards. Collector Oof is very strong in this matchup as well. It stops Lotus Bloom and Pentat Prism, I think. Yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. That was round 2 of the Modern Monday tournament at Tapstart Games in Westminster, South Carolina. I'll leave a link to their website in the description. And if you like the content, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. Is favorite even a thing on YouTube anymore? Like and subscribe. Share it to your friends. And I will see you in round 3.